Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, it's Blank. That's because it's How To Tuesday. How's everybody doing tonight? Tonight is a practice session. It's going to be hummingbirds. So I'm going to teach you everything that I know about painting hummingbirds and just birds in general, all that good stuff. Say hello, hello, hello. If you're painting with me tonight, let me know if anyone's painting with me tonight. Like I said, it is a practice session, so pull out your mixed media paper, pull out an old canvas, pull out a piece of cardboard. It don't matter. Something you could slap paint on if you're going to practice along with me. Okay, so we're getting ready for our party on Friday, which is going to be the hummingbird and hibiscus painting. Of course, we have to give props to you-know-who. There he is, the man of the hour. You never know if he's going to be chiming in, and he's leaving us. He's like, over it. I'm done with you guys. I don't know where he's going. There he is. He's over there. I never know what he's doing. So I'm going to hello, 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 April. How you doing? Let me write everybody down here. Donna's in the house. Hello, 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 Donna. You've been missed. Gloria's hanging out with us. Hello, 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 Gloria. And we've got Bonnie. Bonnie coming in with the stars right off the bat. Hello, hello, Bonnie. You are on time. Look at that. Miracles happen. And we've got Betty's hanging out with us tonight. Hello, 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 Betty. So tonight is a practice session. Those of you that are new coming on with us. So hello, 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 Marcia. Marcia's going to be a watcher tonight. We got watchers in the house. So we have watchers, we have painters, and we have creepers. Creepers are the people that don't say hello. Watchers means you're just soaking in all the good stuff, and painters, of course, you're practicing along with me. Let me show you my handy dandy table. Of course, we're starting off with the Java. I got all these different kinds of brushes. I usually stick to what we use during the paint parties. I have the some brushes in the water here, mini, me, and tiny. Same paint poured every single video. White, yellow, blue, red, and a black. So, like I said, tonight is your practice. It's your Q&A session. If you have any questions for me, 6,000, I don't know what this piece is doing, 6,000% ask me, because you guys are learning, and I will tell you and show you everything I know. April Moody, it is this paint right here. So it's Blick Acrylic. It's student grade, and this is the paint I use. I've been using this since we started. So, hello, hello, hello. Candy's new to the fam. Everybody give Candy a warm Eve's Creations family welcome. Hi, guys. So, I'm going to put you in your handy dandy holder, and we're going to get started. Okay, so no eye makeup-ups tonight. I actually have a double infection in my eyes. Oh, so those of you waiting on nifties and brush sets, kind of dealing with this thing, but I will get to you. I will take care of it. I will be sending them out by the end of this week. My apologies. Kind of threw me off. It's cheaper, April. It's cheaper. So you drove yourself crazy this week trying to match a brown in a black and brown shepherd, question myself. Yeah, color matching, you know, it takes a little bit of finesse, and you know, you just got to keep playing with it. You get better in time. That's all there is to it. There's not really an easy fix, so you just got to keep playing around. April, it's cheaper, and you can find it on dickblick.com. I will type in the link for you, lovey. Okay, so let me get to comments. Hi, Cindy. How you doing, sweetheart? So it's www.dickblick.com. There you go, April. Stars is, you're welcome. Stars is enabled for support. I have the PayPal link is coming up for support. Thank you, everyone who just said hello. Cindy said hello. And Candy's new to the fam. And Brandy is here. Hello, 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 Brandy. How you doing, sweetheart? And everybody is all set. So we're all ready, Freddy Spaghetti. Let's throw a background on real quick. So, let's do a background. So I'm scroll tap dabbing Big Boy. And we're just going to do, let's see. What color background do I want to do? Hello, Elvia. How you doing, sweetheart? Hello. Elvia is new to the fam. Everybody give Elvia and Candy a warm East Creations family welcome. Let's do blue. You're just a watcher tonight? That's fine, Elvia. Grabbing a whole bunch of white. Grabbing some blue. And we are going to background. Hello, Kelly. Hi, love. So, I'm just doing blue and white paint real fast all over everything. All over everything. This way I could show you guys what you need to do. You know, doing your backgrounds first is the go-to. There's a couple of times where I turned around and, you know, we did the object, then the background. It's not my favorite thing to do. I just wanted to show you guys how to do it. So, and you guys kind of like when I do kind of like a, excuse me, kind of like a whole picture. So, we're just going to throw some background on here. Even though it's How To Tuesday, you guys sneak a extra little painting out of me on Tuesdays. How many times did you guys have me paint wood? Whoa, fumble. How many times did you guys have me paint wood? I don't know, like 3-4 times. So, it's all good. It is all good. Just yellow. Oh, man, I am flinging paint. Look at this. What? All right, that needs to go on the canvas and not on my hand. You like that? I don't know where else it went. It went somewhere. It went somewhere. All right, so I don't know. Well, you know, it is what it is. That's what it is. So, Carolyn is here. Hello, Carolyn. How you doing, sweetheart? You know, it wouldn't be an Eve's Creations paint party if I didn't drop something or splatter something or trip over something or whatever. So, we're kind of used to it. You went to church with paint all up on your arm on Sunday. Oh my God, that's awesome, April. I love it. 6,000%. 6,000%. That is great. That is great. I find paint in the most unusual of places. So, I'm right there with you, love. And like all of my coffee cups have paint on them. My counter has paint on it. My floor has paint on it. My clothes have paint on them. I don't know. Like, it tends to go everywhere, but on the canvas. On the canvas. Alright, so when you guys do a background, there's a few little things. I'm working on a 16 by 20. 16 this way, 20 straight up and down. One of the things is that, you know, if you like the separation of color, you know, all these separate little colors coming through, you put it on and you leave it alone. You leave it alone. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Carol. How are you doing, guys? If you like it more blended and more of a solid, the same color, then you just keep going over it. You just keep going over it. And the more you go over it, the more it's going to blend together and give you a solid color. So you just keep wiping your brush over it and you're going to get a solid color. You're good. Eating a lemon garlic. Oh my God, that sounds delicious, Carolyn. Eating a lemon garlic chicken breast sandwich on Tuscan bread. Oh my gosh. Do you deliver? Do you deliver? Because I need that. I need that in my life right now. I need that in my life right now. A garlic lemon chicken breast with on Tuscan bread. Oh my God. So, hello, Tina B. How you doing, lovey? Tina B's in the house. We gotta reach. You know who we haven't seen in a while? Tina M. We haven't seen Tina M in a while, so I wonder what she's been up to. Just busy. Sometimes, you know, we get busy. It happens. Alright, so I'm almost done slapping this on. And then you want to give it a second to dry. Alright, you want to give it a second to dry. So I'm going to show you the bird that's on Friday's painting. Okay, I'm going to show you that exact bird on Friday's painting. And Bonnie is writing, you're leaving Friday morning to go to LBI with your son. Oh my goodness, so LBI is like right around the corner from me. It's down south. You're going to have an amazing time, Bonnie. Yeah, so that sounds like so much fun. You get to see your son. That's awesome. You know, they never stop being our children. I mean, my daughter lives about 45 minutes away, and I don't see her very often. And, you know, it's so much, I really look forward to, I'm grabbing more blue paint, guys, because I used it all. I used it all up that was in my palette. So it's always, you know, I got to see her on Sunday. My sister had a housewarming party, so she came up for the party, and it's always nice to see the kid, you know, your kid, right? Because they never, as you know, they get to be adults and they're doing their own thing, and all of that's good stuff, and you know, but they never stop being your kid. So it's always nice to have a visit. Oh, speaking of kids, I'm putting Big Boy in the water. All my videos are kid friendly, so I'm going to try to watch this thing, and you guys try to watch your comments, okay? So, sounds good. Alright, so gound is on. We're going to give it a second to set and dry a little bit. Yours still live with you? You got to give him the old boot. Well, my daughter's 27, so yes, I have a 27-year-old. Drinking my Java. Marie, hello. Hello, Marie. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome to the fam. Marie's hanging out with us tonight. 6,000%. Oh, yeah. So, this is Friday's painting. It's on a 10 by 20. I changed it up. She's good. You're a Mimi. You're 11-year-old. Right? A Mimi. Oh, wow. That's always good. I think my daughter calls my mom Nanny. She's a nanny. And so this is Friday's painting. So I'm going to show you how to paint this bird right here. And I have another one prompted on Google Images that I figured I'd show you that one too. Okay, so I have another one that I have prompted up on the computer that I want to show you guys. Susie's brand new. Hello, Susie. Welcome to the fam. Welcome to the fam, sweetheart. We got a couple of newbies in the house. I love it. 6,000%. Definitely. We got Marie and Susie and Candy. All sorts of newbies tonight. So, I want to do a little roll call in case I missed you, so you can say hello. I've got April and Donna and Gloria, Bonnie and Betty, Marcia, Candy, Cindy, Brandy. Oh, that sounded like Candy, Cindy, Brandy. They all rhymed. Elvia and Kelly, and Carolyn's here. Kelly shared my video. Thank you very much. Lisa and Carol, Tina B, Marie, and Susie. And Suzanne is saying hi. Hi, Suzanne. Hello, sweetheart. So, what do I want to talk about? What do I want to show you? Okay, so, what I want to show you is, now, I want to tell you guys a secret. So, don't tell anybody, it's a secret. Hi, Cindy. How you doing, sweetheart? Hello, Cindy. That was cool, all rhyming, right? They all kind of rhymed in a... The Java must be strong tonight. Honestly, I'm just happy to be here. I have a double eye infection going on because of my allergies, and So I've been feeling kind of icky and grumpy and whatnot. So it's just nice to be here with you all and say hi to you all and all of that good stuff. Namisha. Namisha's new to the fan. Hello, 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 Namisha. And we got another Kathy in the... Another Kathy. You're the only Kathy. I don't know why I said another Kathy. Kathy's hanging out with us. Namisha and Kathy and Donna. Hello, 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 Donna. That's okay. It's all right. You're here now. And let's see. Lisa and Tina B is talking to me. You was running around, or all brushes were wrong and wrong brand. Oh no, that doesn't sound fun. So Brenda is here. Oh, you're just hi, Renee. Oh, you're Renee, and you're on Brenda's. The name is Brenda on the feed. I got you. Lisa says Sue is hanging out with us tonight. Hello, 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 Sue. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for that. Yes, Eve needs the healing prayers. I need the healing prayers tonight, guys. I need the healing prayers. Okay. So, what I want to tell you guys is that whenever you're drawing something, all right? W Mac is here. Hello, 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 W Mac. So, whenever you're drawing something, now, we have a tendency to be like, if somebody said to you, draw a hummingbird, excuse me, you'll be like, I can't do that. But if somebody said to you, draw the shape of an eyeball and a circle and a triangle, you can do that, right? So that's the point I'm trying to make, is that whenever you want to draw something, oh goodness gracious, Sue, prayers for you too. Whenever you need to draw something, what you want to do is you want to break it down into shapes, okay? Because it could be a little daunting. It could be a little scary looking at an object and being like, I don't know how to do that. But if you break the object down into shapes, you can do it, okay? So what I want to show you is this is all shapes. So find the shapes in your object, and then you won't be scared. Because everything is a shape. My head is a shape. It's a big old round oval. My body is a shape. So I'm still in shape. I say I'm still in shape. You know, round is a shape. So there you go. So the hummingbird, it's all shapes. Look, here's your eyeball. Here's your triangles. Here's another triangle. Here's your circle. Here's another triangle right there. Okay, so if you break things down into shapes, 6,000%, you can do it, and you won't be as intimidated or as scared to do a shape. So we are going to do that right now. So I'm going to take out Big Boy, and we're going to do what I call mapping. Mapping is you do your objects and your images in white first. Okay, we do this pretty much every video. We do it in white first because there's a few reasons. Number one, if you screw up, I'm just cleaning all the blue out of Big Boy. Number one, if you screw up, you can easily blend it out. Right? You just add your background color to it and blend it out. Number two is that if you put the layer of white down, I gotta get more white. If you put the layer of white down, your colors are going to pop more. Your colors are going to pop more, okay? So if you have white underneath everything, your colors are going to pop more. If you go to just do your colors on your background, they're not going to be as vibrant. They're not going to pop off of your canvas. So we're going to break this down into shapes, just like I said. All right, maybe I can put it here and paint it at the same time, so you guys can kind of see where I'm going. All right, so super excited for Friday's painting. This is going to be a lot of fun. Hello, 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 Jincy. How are you doing, sweetheart? So I got Big Boy, I got white paint, and let's do our shapes. Let's do our shapes, okay? So we have an eyeball. there's our eyeball. Okay, and you want to paint this at what, you know, on an angle. Okay, and if you're not good at painting shapes on an angle, actually Big Boy is not cooperating right now. It's all separated. So let me give it a couple of dabs on here and get it to be, I grabbed a older brush. Did I gesso the canvas? The canvas came pre-gessoed. It came pre-primed. All I did was throw the background on it. So this is a new canvas because I'll probably wind up covering this up. So I grabbed one that wasn't gessoed, and it comes pre-gessoed when you buy them new, right? It comes pre-primed, and I have glue mixing in with this, and my background's still wet. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, so there is my eyeball. All right, here is my triangle, and this is the feathers are coming off at an angle, so I want to follow that same angle. Now, if you have trouble drawing shapes at an angle and they're not coming out at the angle you want, what you want to do is you break it in half. So I'm going to draw a line, the angle that I want the tail feathers to be, okay? And then what you do is you draw your shape evenly on both sides of that line. Okay, so that is how you get a shape and an angle. And now I'm just going to pull and fluff this out so I don't have that line right there being severe when I come back in to do my painting. Okay, so there's my triangle. All right, and then the next piece is another triangle, and it's coming off this way. So I'm going to draw my angle. There's my angle, and then I'm going to draw my triangle. So this way, and then this way. All right, everybody see the triangle right there? And then I'm just going to fluff it out. I'm going to fluff it out. Okay, so if somebody comes up to you and says, can you draw a hummingbird? And your first reaction is to say no, but you can. You can, because you can draw all the shapes that are in a hummingbird. Got it? You guys picking up what I'm putting down? All right, so next is that wing that's in the back. Okay, so I'm going to do a line this way. Whoop. See, started at the wrong angle. So since my background's still wet, this is why I say do things in white. Look, it's gone. I blended it right out. It's gone. Okay, so this is why I say do things in white and do things with your background still a little damp. So if you do screw up, you can blend it right out. All right, so my angle's going up this way. Okay, and then I'm just going to fluff it going down. Okay, so there's my two sets of wings. Now, we need the head, and I'm going to do a circle for the head. Small. Start off small. All right, start off small. Okay, so start off small. And then the this is a triangle, and see how it's sloping right off the top of the head there? So I'm going to come around. I'm going to pick up that slope right here. I'm going to come around, pick up that slope right here, and then I'm going to pull. And as I'm pulling, I'm lifting up with my brush so my line gets thinner. So my line gets thinner, and then I'm going to bring it back, and I'm just going to do a little smoothing right there. So I brought it back, and I did a little right there. That's a technical term. And then right here where I have that little weirdness going on, I'm just going to swoop that. Just like that. And there you guys go. You drew a hummingbird. See that? 6,000%. It is attainable. Now, I'm going to move this wing up because see how the space between the head and the wing is only this big, and I have like this really long, it's really long here, so I'm just going to move this wing up. I'm just going to move this wing up to fix the amount of space between the head and the wing. So when you, that's another thing is that when you do mapping, you can turn around and you can fill and fix and do all sorts of things, and you're not worrying about color yet. You're just worrying about getting your shapes down. So the next thing that I'm going to connect is I still kind of have a round and a triangle right here. So I just want to smooth that out. I just want to smooth that out and make it part of the bird. So what I'm grabbing Mini-Me. He is a small shader brush. And I'm going to come in here. And what I'm going to do is see how the feathers are right there. So I'm going to do the smaller feathers. Right? Connect that into the body. And then on this side, I'm going to do the smaller feathers. Connect that into the body. And there is your hummingbird. Okay? You guys got this. 6,000%. I know you can draw an eyeball and a circle and triangles. So you got this. See? There it is. The whole thing. Bam. And then we're going to do the coloring. I want to show you the other hummingbird. So we got to map that in. It's on my computer. If any of you ever have any, are looking for something to create, or you don't know how to do something, or something's a little different, if you go on, see, look, I'm right on Google. See that? See? So if you want to take a screenshot, take a screenshot. I'll give you a chance to take a screenshot. Because we're going to do this one too, because he's really cool. Okay? So, you go on Google. I'm on Google. And Google, once you type in what you're searching for, there's a button. It's like the second button in that says images. And if you hit that button, I'm going to try to prop my computer up on my couch and not have it fall down. It probably would have been smarter if I just got a table. But I didn't get a table, but we're going to make this work. We're going to make this work. So I'm propping the old computer up here somehow, some way. So, alright. Hopefully it doesn't fall over. Okay. So, I want to do that one too. Hi, Kristen. How you doing? The hummingbird was your favorite. Deborah. Oh, I definitely want to see that. Hello, Kristen. How are you doing, lovey? And I definitely want to see that, Deborah. And 6,000%. You can do this. Absolutely. All right. So the hummingbird I just showed you is really cute. I like him. I like him a lot. So we're going to give... Excellent. We're going to give him a little friend. I'm going to paint the other one right down here. So what am I going to start with? So his body is at an angle also. So I'm going to draw this the angle I want. Then I'm going to, he's actually at a more of an angle. Alright, so he's kind of like this. See? So you can just make adjustments, and you didn't really commit to nothing because you're just drawing white lines. That's all you're doing. So he's more of an angle like that. And then I'm going to do my eyeball on either side. Okay, there's my eyeball. And it's proportioned to my angle because I drew the line in the middle to do it. I drew the line in the middle to do it. Okay, so there is my eyeball, and he's at a different angle. Slightly. He's slightly at a different angle. Actually, you should be more like this, but that's okay. Then his tail feathers are actually pointing this way. Swoop. Just like that. Kristen, I'm on Tuesdays and Fridays. Oh, my hand keeps getting in the way? Alright, I'm sorry. I'll try to go back here on my brush more. My bad. Okay, so his tail feathers are actually angling this way. So I'm going to do my triangle this way. And then fluff that out. And his one wing is this way. So I'm going to draw that way. And then do my triangle in. Do a little fluff. And then his other wing is coming up like this. So kind of like the same as this guy. Kind of like the same as that guy. So a little bit different. And do my triangle and then fluff it out. Okay. You're welcome. And then we're going to do our circle. Okay, we're going to do our circle. Just like that. I'm going to switch to Mini-Me because this big boy is not cooperating for me tonight. I don't know why. I know why. I absolutely know why. You want to know why? This is why. Because Eve left her brushes sitting in water for a very long time. And there was paint up in Big Boy that I didn't clean out. So now that paint is still in the brush. And I'm trying to paint with it, and it's not going thin and loose because I didn't clean it. So that's why. I was lazy. That's why. That's why, Kristen, because I was lazy, and I just left my brush sitting in old dirty water, and I didn't bother to smush it to take any of the other paint out of it. And now it's all sitting up there in the brush, and 6,000%. I know it's a no-no. Okay, Jamie just popped on. Hello, Jamie. How you doing? Guys, if I miss your comment or if I miss a question, just post it again because, hi, Irene. How are you, sweetheart? Just post it again because, the feed's scrolling kind of fast. And, oh, you've never done that. All right, I believe you. I got to remember, kid-friendly. Okay, so I got my circle, my eyeball, my triangles. And now I want to do the beak, right? And the beak is coming, I know, right? Terrible. The beak is coming off the top of the head. So we're going to do our beak. Just like that. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to connect it. Sorry, my hand is in the way again. All right. And I'm going to swoop this all together. So we're going to connect it. And I'm going to put this way. And then I'm going to do this swoop right here. This swoop right there. Swoop, just like that. Okay. And then my wing is too far back again. Seems to be the the go-to thing tonight, so I'm just going to move them up. We're just going to move them up like that. And then my tail feathers, I just want to smooth those lines out. Oh no, Irene, healing prayers for you, sweetheart. What do you use to clean your brushes? I use Murphy's Oil soap or saddle soap, if you can get your hands on saddle soap. So, his tail feathers are kind of in this way, so I'm going to do the shorter ones here. And then I'm going to swing this around and do some of the shorter ones here. Okay, 6,000%. There we go. So now we have our, he's going to be very feathery, this guy. But that's okay. We can totally do that. Yes, guys. Oh, you guys, listen to me. Look at you answering the questions. I love it. Yay. I'm a mess. Look. Yay. I love it, 6,000%. You guys are answering the questions. All right, I'm going to put my computer back over where it was so it doesn't fall off the couch. And we're going to work with these birds now and get them to getting them to look like birds. More like birds. All right, so we have our shapes in place. Ketchup, mustard if you need to ketchup, mustard. If you're painting along with me, if you're practicing along with me, 6,000%. And we're getting ready for Friday's painting. So while everyone's ketchup mustering, I want to show you the paintings coming up and what the plan is. April, you're going to like this. All right, April, you're going to like this. Okay, so the next one coming up, next Friday. Next Friday, somebody texted me and asked me to do a painting with wisteria in it. So, and of course I just couldn't do a painting that was wisteria. I had to do a whole other painting on top of it. So this is our Paris streets. It's very pretty. There's lots of smushing. There's learning about perspective. All of that good stuff. So, we're going to learn about perspective. We're going to learn about smushing and how to smush without it being smushy. And no, April, I'm going to the next painting. I got you, girl. Now you're going to use your fluffy brushes. You're going to nice. You're going to Paris. That's awesome. I've never been to Europe. So, there you go. There you have it. So, the Friday, it's like 2-3 weeks from now, because I have a July 4th painting in the works. So, was it July 10th or whatever, is our, bye, Brandy, is our beach houses. Now, April, you were mentioning about learning how to paint texture and playing around with textures and all that kind of stuff. So, in this painting, I threw in textures. Okay? So, I put in all different types of texture and learning how to do underpainting in this painting. So, you can turn around and I could show you different texture techniques. Okay? So, that is what I wanted to show you. And so the How-To Tuesdays, one's going to be about texture, and the other How-To Tuesday we're going to do, underpainting. I kind of do that with you with the black, but I'm going to show you other things. Also, another How-To Tuesday, we're going to have all things beachy. So, we're going to do all things beachy so I can show you all these fun little things for any of the beach paintings that you guys do. We're going to do a How-To Tuesday, and it's going to be all things beachy. And I'm going to show you all the little tiny whatnots and doohickeys that'll be on a beach. Okay, 6,000%. So, I got you guys. We're going to learn about texture. We're going to learn about underpainting. And we're going to learn about all the wonderful little things on a beach. Because you did mention texture the last video, so I got you, girl. And we're going to learn about perspective. We're going to learn about perspective when for the Paris painting, and we're going to learn about smushing. So, this way, smushing, when you smush, you're not going to have it be smushy. What's ketchup mustard? So, ketchup mustard is when I give you guys the time to catch up. Like, when you're painting along with me and you need some extra time, I say ketchup mustard. And then, Kelly says, who wants a hamburger? Yes, Carolyn, absolutely 6,000%. Beach chairs, beach umbrellas, sand castles, flip-flops, all things beachy. So when I post the event page, I want you guys, I'm going to put a post on there so you can list what you want to see painting in the how-to. So you can add everything you want to see in the how-to. Okay, back to our birds. I love doing hummingbirds because they have the coolest colors in them. 6,000%. I love the fact that they're like turquoise and green and purples and all of that happy stuff. So what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some white paint. And I'm going to be using Mini Me for a lot of this stuff. He is a small shader. So I'm going to grab some white paint. And I'm going to make the wing in front. Nice, April. I'm going to make the wing in front more pronounced on the two birds. Okay, so I'm going to just grab my white paint. And we're going to make this wing more pronounced. So automatically, this wing looks like it's further back. Okay, so there's lots of details in those two paintings I just showed you. I went a little nutty. So during the Friday night, I'll probably be moving rather quickly. But we are going to do how-tos, and I'm going to share some of the how-tos I've already done. So this way you guys are ready Freddy Spaghetti for our Friday night. Okay. What is underpainting? Underpainting, Tina, is when you do paint in colors that may not, most likely not, be the actual color you want an item. But what it does is it adds richness, or adds shadows, or it adds different levels of coloring. So it's basically layering, but you're not layering the same color on top of itself. You're using different colors underneath to give yourself more depth and more variation. That's what underpainting is. Oh, geez, Facebook, I know, it's the worst. Okay, so, and I'm going to do the tip of his tail feathers right here. And I'm going to make the little sections, right? So I'm going to take my brush. So we're going to make this more white. And then I want to show you a trick with your, hold on. I'm like in 6,000 directions right now. Hold on a second. All right, so I want to do this wing out front. Okay, so we're going to do this wing. So we're going to put this wing out in front, and then I want to turn around and do the tail feathers on the tips a little brighter. So basically I'm just putting white in to tell myself where the highlight's going to be. Where am I going to make it lighter? Where am I going to make it darker? Okay, and then I want to do the chest area. I want to do more white. And now I'm just zigzag zooming, guys. I'm just zigzag zooming until there's no paint left on my brush. Okay. Anorexic with a big head. I love it. Hello, 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 Yenny. How you doing, sweetheart? So now I'm going to do the top of the head. So I'm just putting a brighter base to this. And I'm also marking off where I want my light parts and my dark parts. So that is what I'm doing with the white paint right now. You could always make it bigger, not smaller. That's right, Tina B. And my colors are going to pop more with this being more white. So that is going to help with me having my lighter areas and darker areas. Okay, so there we go. And I'm just dabbing. I'm not doing anything special. I'm just dabbing, and I want this part right here. My money piece right there. I want that nice and bright. Okay, so, yes, there's all sorts of colors for hummingbirds. I like the green and turquoise and purple ones. So that's what I'm doing, because those are my favorite. But they do come in all sorts of colors. It's really cool. They are really, really, really cool. Hello, 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 Tina. Welcome to the fam, hun. Oh, and thank you for the stars. Guys, stars is enabled. I also have my PayPal link. Those of you that are new to stars, stars is, they're a penny each, so you know what you're spending. Okay, so now we're going to do our colors. All right, so I want to make, oh, I also wanted to show you a trick. All right, so this has like all little rounded edges on here, right? The feathers are going to be rounded on the edges. So I'm going to take my tiny brush, all right, which is a small round brush. I'm going to take tiny, and I want to show you a trick. So what you do is you can pull your round brush. I'm going to try to do this so you can see what I'm doing. And then when you get to a certain point, you can push. And when you push, it makes a rounded edge. So you just pull and then you push with your brush, and it makes this little rounded edge. So you don't have to turn around and try to paint these little rounded edges. Okay, so that is a trick to turn around and get rounded edges without having to paint every little rounded edge. So you pull and then you push. Okay, pull and push. So I'm going to do these really fast. Also, it being a rounded brush, you could also start where you want your rounded to be, give a little push, and pull inwards too. That's why it's a round brush. So you can give a little push. Can't see what I'm doing. You can give a little push and then pull it in. Okay, so you can do it one of two ways. You can pull outwards and then push, and it'll give you a rounded shape. Or you can push. You could push and pull inwards, and it'll give you that rounded shape on the edge of it. Alright, so push and pull. Okay, so I'm going to do these really fast. I'm doing the push and pull. Okay, and that is how you can get the little rounded edges, and you're not making each rounded edge. So you just give your brush a little bit of a push, put a little extra pressure on it, and thank you guys for helping with the questions, because it's kind of hard to look at what I'm painting and answer questions. I'm trying to look at the screen as much as possible. So, and if I miss you guys asking something, 6,000%, ask it again. Okay? And thank you, fam, you guys that do know, helping and answering these. I really appreciate it. Okay, so push and pull. Push and pull. Okay? And then you just want to pay attention to the shape that it is, which we already mapped out. I'm going to fill this in. So push and pull, or pull and then give it a push. Okay, so you just add extra pressure, boop, boop, just like that, and you can get the little rounded edges. Okay, and I'm trying to do this so you can see what I'm doing, and I'm holding my hand in a very awkward position. That's what, but I want you to see what I'm doing. Okay, so push, push. All right, so that is the trick to get rounded edges, and you don't have to create each rounded edge. You can go back in and clean them up if you want to, but you don't have to do each rounded edge. And I like to do these how-tos for you guys so I can show you little things like this, because on Friday when we're painting the whole painting, I'm not going to be showing all these tiny little things because we have a whole painting to do. So we have a, thank you, Becky. We have a whole painting to do. So I'm not going to be showing you these tiny little things. Okay, let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the colors. Okay, so I want a turquoise. Turquoise is yellow, right? Blue, more blue than yellow. Okay, more blue than yellow. So I'm going to dunk this twice, and then white. And you mix it all together. And if it's a little too dark, you just add a little more yellow to it. Okay, but it's more blue than yellow, and you're going to get this super duper pretty turquoise color. So about 1 part yellow, 2 parts blue, 1 part white, or depending how light you want it, I'm going to add some more. I'm going to put my white over here, so now I have a darker and a lighter turquoise going on. Alright, see that? Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. 2 parts blue, 1 part yellow, and by part I mean scoop, and you're going to get your colors. Okay, so I'm going to turn around and I'm going to start with a darker area. Thank you so much for the stars, guys. Thank you for explaining stars, because I really don't know how they work. I just know it's a button. Alright, so mini-me. I'm going to grab some blue paint because I want under here, under the wings, to be nice and dark. So I'm going to grab some blue paint. And I'm going to grab that turquoise that I made. Okay? And we're going to zigzag zoom. So I'm going to frame out where my wing is. I'm going to frame out where the... Ooh, I just put my hand in all those things. All those little rounded shapes I made. I just put my hand in them. And the rounded shapes are gone. Okay. So I'm going to frame out where my wing is. And this back wing too. Okay, so I'm going to frame that out, right, where this back, right here, a little smidge right up on top of here. So I'm going to frame that out, and then I'm just going to zigzag zoom. I'm going to get more of a beat up mini-me. See, my one's really good. This one's kind of beat up, because this one I can really zigzag zoom with. I don't want to mess up the straightness of these bristles, so I'll be like dabbing the whole time, zigzag zooming, and I don't want to do all that work. So, I'm going to grab a mini-me that's more beat up. Okay, so I'm grabbing some blue, and I'm grabbing that turquoise, and now we're going to zigzag zoom. Okay, so all of my dark areas. All of my dark areas. Okay, I'm going to fill this in. Right, all of the dark areas. Okay, do the other bird. We're going to do 2 birds at once. Oh, yeah, double bird. Double bird in it. Under his neck a little bit here. And in here. Okay, so I'm going to wipe off my brush. I'm going to wipe off my brush. And now I'm going to grab just the turquoise. Okay, now it's very important to wipe off your brush between the colors that you're grabbing. Because otherwise you're still going to have that darker color on here, and you're not going to get the difference between the 2 colors. So as you are doing your blending and your shading, and I'm just zigzag zooming, guys. I'm just going back and forth with this brush. That's all I'm doing. Okay, that is all I'm doing. And I'm adding just the turquoise now to where those blue areas are. All right. Now I'm going to grab the light turquoise. I'm going to grab the light turquoise, and we're going to go in, and we're going to zigzag zoom, and I'm going to put in the lighter areas, and I'm just going to pull where my edge is, and now I'm going to zigzag zoom this part. We're zigging and zagging and zooming. That's all we're doing, and then you could do a little, you know, fill in the rest, move the paint around. Start from the dark and just go back and forth like this and pull it into the light part so you have nice softness going on right in there. Right? And you see me, this is all I'm doing. I put the dark here, middle, light. Now I'm going from the dark and I'm just going back and forth into the lighter area. And that is how you get that nice, soft, dark to light transition. Okay? Just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. So now I'm going to put the lighter paint on the other bird. The bird is the word. Okay, and I'm going to fill in the head with the lighter paint. And now I'm just going to zigzag zoom. Fill this all in. Okay, and you have to do this while your paint is wet. You can't, you know, if your paint's not wet, it's not going to move. Okay, so if your paint isn't wet, it's not going to move and you're not going to be able to do this, or it's going to get very frustrating real quick like. Okay, so, because this guy, all the paint I just put on him, it's almost dry. So, it's not working as well as it did on the other dude, which is fine because acrylic paint is painting in layers. So I could actually go in and grab some of that dark again. I can grab some of that dark again and come in here. So the dark is just me grabbing blue with that original turquoise color. So I just have to grab some more because it kind of dried on me. So I'm just going to put it right back in. I'm going to wipe off my brush. Also, it's hard for me to see your comments tonight because they're not automatically scrolling, which is kind of weird. Okay, so... And, you know, guys, all of my videos are on YouTube, and they are on my page. So if you want to watch later on, you can, I'm adding dark right here. You can watch the replays. They're always, always, always available. And if you don't have the stars or whatnot, I have the Venmos, I have the PayPal, I have the Cash App. So there's all other ways to send support if you want to send support. Okay, so now I'm going to go, thank you so much, Irene, for the stars. I'm going to go into the light turquoise, and I'm going to do the top of his head. Shroop. And I already did this guy's head. Shroop. And I'm going to zigzag zoom here a bit. Okay, just a little zigzag zoom, a soft little blend going on. And I'm going to do under here, so I grab the darker turquoise. So sometimes you have to, you know, I do this a lot and I wind up like losing my dark or I lose my light. And so sometimes you have to put it back in, and that's okay. That is all okay. So now, hide comments if it's on your phone. You know me and buttons, guys. I'm not very good with buttons, right? 6,000%. And, yes, more stars is awesome. Thank you so much, Bonnie. You're amazing. You're like my little promoter. I love it. 6,000%. I need all you guys. I really do. That's why I call you my fam. I need every single one of you. Without you, these videos wouldn't happen. So I need every single one of you. And I'm going to take a lighter right here. And I'm going to add lighter in here. Zigzag zoom. You know, small amounts of paint and you just move it back and forth. That's it. But I want to cut in his body right there. So these feathers look like they're behind it. Okay, so I'm going to cut his body in right here with the lighter paint, and see how that automatically put this in the background? So, and now I'm just going to grab the darker color so I can blend that cut back in. So now we're just going to grab the darker colors again, okay, and blend that cut back in. Blend it in. Alright. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You guys can do this. I know you can do this. It just takes a little practice and a little finessing, and you guys can do this. I have the fullest confidence in you. Yes, Facebook, they all take a percentage. You can't get around it. They all take a percentage. So that's okay. It is what it is. It's the nature of the beast. So, I mean, I've had people mail me support, you know, that doesn't have the apps. That's fine too. You know, whatever you want to do. So I am going to take a drink of my coffee, my final sip. So good. That wasn't a sip. That was like a gulp. And then we're going to do our purples and our beak, and you guys are going to be good to go. So if I missed any of your questions, 6,000%, ask them again, because I'm paying attention now. It's really hard sometimes to, especially when my eyes are bothering me, the palette, canvas, comments. It's like, good thing I'm like kind of all over the place personality-wise, because I just skip and jump all over everything. And, like I said, this thing isn't scrolling right. No, Jinsey, what I do, the only monthly thing I do is Dollar Day on the 1st of the month. I do Dollar Day where I share all my payment info. So, those of you that are on a budget like me, but you always feel bad, I give everybody the opportunity to donate $1, which is good. If you donate $3 or more to me, make sure I get your address, because I send out Mr. Nifties for free. So if you do that, got my soda. If you do that, 6,000%, let me know your address. Private message me. Okay, I also have brush sets that are for sale. They're the exact brushes that I use every party. So, everybody loves their big boy. Hello, 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 Darlene. How you doing, sweetheart? So, you can own your very own, brush set that, how do I make any money that way? I make money that way. I've been doing these free to watch since COVID happened, since everybody's closed in their house, and basically is the generosity of others. So some people don't send a tip at all, and that's okay. There's more ways to support me. If you don't have it in your pocket, you can turn around and, oh, the Mr. Nifties are these guys. They're awesome for the details, and I send out 2 for free for anybody who sends me $3 or more support. You just have to private message me your address. So some people are very generous. They tip me consistently. Some people don't tip at all. Sharing is another way to support me. Hitting the follow, subscribe, like button, another way to support me. So I think everybody should have the opportunity to be able to create. I think everybody has that talent within them. I think it was instilled in every single human out there, the power to create. So I want to give everybody, regardless of their pocketbook, the opportunity to try something new and be able to tap into their creative thing, you know, that you got in here. Everybody creates daily. You create your dinners. You create your outfit. You create daily. You work in your gardens. Whatever anybody does, you are creating on a daily basis. And it's an amazing gift. It's an amazing gift that that humans were given. So that's why I do it for free. Sometimes I don't make any money. Sometimes I do. And it is what it is. And it is what it is. It's okay. Thank you, Jinsey. Yeah, they're a mess right now, but that's okay. We're going to get through this. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, everybody. Okay, so we're going to grab Tiny, and we're going to put our beak in. I love our E-fam, too. I love our fam. I love what we do. We're all here to support each other. We're all here to help each other. There's no dumb questions. Some of the people on here have been painting with me for a while, and they know the answers, so 6,000%. Thank you for the help with sharing the answers for me. Tiny, small round brush, blue paint, beak. Okay, so what I want to show you is the pressure you paint something. So when you're getting into something that's tiny and you're starting off large, you want to lift the pressure off of your brush. So how hard you're pressing, you want to just lift up as you're pulling. Okay, so I'm going to start here and I'm going to pull, and then I'm going to lift up as I pull out, and it'll get thinner. Alright, so that is how you make a line and get it to be thinner. So I am going to put in his beak right here. Alright, and it's a triangle this way. Yeah, I messed that all up. I was doing the triangle the wrong way. Okay, so that's what Spit's for. That's what Spit's for. And since my canvas is mostly blue, that just rub right out. Let me give you a close-up. Close-up! Okay, so the triangle is this way. It's going into the face. Okay? So we're going to do our triangle this way, following that piece right there. And then we're going to cut it that way, and there we go. There's the beak. Okay, so triangle in that way and pull out, triangle in this way and pull out, and we have our beak. And like I said, as you're pulling outwards to get your line to be thinner, you just release the pressure that's on your brush. And notice I'm moving my hand, not the brush, to get a smoother line. So now I'm just going to smooth this out because it's a little wonky. It's looking like a witch nose. So I'm going to smooth that out. And I'm going to smooth out this side. And, you know, it's not a marker. Pressing harder doesn't get you more paint. Every time you see me leaving the canvas, I am grabbing more paint. Okay? Oh, enjoy your Mexican, sweetheart. Alright, so now this beak, okay, so triangle into the face, and then we're going to bring it down that way, and we're going to pull, okay, and we're going to pull with this one, and you constantly have to just grab more paint, and you want to move your hand, not the brush, holding your brush up to the canvas, and as you move further down, you're just going to release the pressure. You're just going to start lifting up and press lighter and lighter and lighter as you're moving down, and your line will get thinner and thinner and thinner. Okay? So there we go, and fill this in. 6,000%. Okay, and now we want to do the eye. Yeah, his beak is like all the way. Like that's not right. Let's get rid of some of that. There we go. That's better. It's like it was all the way in the top of his head. I'm actually going to add more head. Okay, so I'm going to grab my lighter green and I'm going to add more head here because there we go. There's the money right there because his beak was like on his forehead. Did you guys see that? I didn't want his beak on his forehead. So you got to add more head. There you go. Yes. Yes, that's what I said, and we're going to leave it there, okay? All you dirty birds. You dirty birds out there. All right, eyeball. I'm going to grab my blue paint, so if I screw up, I can blend it out. Now, the eyeball is going to follow off of the beak. So, where your beak is, you want to follow off, and you're going to put your eyeball. Okay, so there's an eyeball there. And then you want to follow off of your beak on here, and you're going to put your eyeball following off of your beak. Okay, so it's close to the beak, and it's lined up with, see how this one's the same angle right there, and then this one, the beak's kind of curving in, so I put the angle right there. Okay, so that's how you want to do your eyeball. So, and I'm going to swirl, tap, dab my brush, and I'm going to grab a touch of white, and I'm just going to put in some white in here, and I did it now so it mixes with the blue, so they're not looking like scared, bright-eyed little hummingbirds. It's actually toned down because it's mixing with the blue paint, so it's not a bright white. Okay, and I'm holding my brush like a pencil, and I'm just going nice and careful like, and filling that in. All right, I'll give you a close-up. Okay, so there's the triangles I did with my beak, and the eye is coming off of that point. There's the triangle I did with that beak, and the eye is pretty much coming off of it. Yeah, you ever paint something and you give it bright white eyes and you're like, oh goodness gracious, now it looks like it's startled, like you got to tone down your white paint. You got to tone down the white paint that's in the eyeball so it doesn't look like it's scared out of its wits. Okay, purple. Yes, is Lisa V still on? Because she's my purple lover. She is my purple lover. So, I'm going to show you the details on the wings, and we're going to be all set. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to take Mini-Me. I'm going to take Mini-Me and do the green part on my wings. Okay, so I'm going to grab that turquoise that I made before, and I'm going to do the front wing here. And I'm going to make it a little lighter. So I'm going to grab a little bit of white paint. And I'm going to make this a little lighter right here. So you can see the difference between, yes, purple. You can see the difference between, and I'm going to do a little zigzag zoom here. And you can see the difference between the body and the wing. Okay, so we're going to zigzag zoom that in. Right? And then we're going to come down here and do the same thing with this front wing. So I'm doing the lighter turquoise. So there's a, see the separation? See that nice little dark we put in there? And now it's the separation. Yes, lots of purple lovers out there. Got all my ladies that are purple lovers. And we're going to zigzag zoom that. Okay, so now you've got this gorgeous, I tell you, it's gorgeous. You can see the dark part of the back behind the wing, and then the wing in front of it. Alright, so look at that magic that we did right there. Yes, and yeah, mine's kind of looking like an anteater. My angle's a little off. This should be a little straighter and more pointed. Yeah, I have a little bit of an anteater going on with my hummingbird too. It's okay. These things happen. Alright, so now I'm going to grab some blue with the turquoise. And we're going to do the wing in the back. Okay, and it's just going to be a smidge because it's attached to the body on the other side. So you're not going to see as much of the green part on the wing in the back. Okay, and the same with this one. In fact, you won't see any green part because it's completely hidden. So I'm not even going to put a green part on that wing because it's behind him and you're not going to see that green part. You're just going to see the feathers coming out. All right, and I'm going to re-wet the tail feather green. Okay, and then, you know, I got this blue on my brush, so let's add more of a shadow right here. Okay, so like I said before, you could always build upon what you're painting. Okay, you can always go in. The more layers you do, the better it's going to look. 6,000%. And now I'm going to mix my purple. So, a big-headed anorexic anteater. I love it. Alright, so I got my red. Yeah, you know what? It's all a hummingbird to me. I got my red, I got my blue, equal parts of each. And I'm going to grab my white. And, and you get this really pretty purple. Alright, so that is all mixed together. And, fabulous, I'm telling you. We're looking fabulous. Okay, so let me do a roll call. Because all I have to do is the purple on the wing and then the eyeball, and you guys are going to be all set 6,000%. If you have any questions for me, now's the time to ask them. So, roll call. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Right? This is amazing, guys. Thank you so much for coming on and watching with me. I appreciate it. You all warm my heart. 6,000%. Okay, so we have April and Donna and Gloria and Bonnie and Betty and Marcia and Candy. Cindy, Brandy, Elvia, Kelly, Carolyn, W. Mac is here. Hi, sweetheart. Jincy, Lisa, Carol, Tina B, Marie, Susie, Susan, Cindy, Namisha, Kathy, Donna, Renee, Sue, Kristen, Jamie, Irene, Yenny, Tina, Darlene, Becky, and Lori. If I missed ya, let me know. What's the color combo again? For the turquoise, Candy, for the turquoise, it was 1 part yellow, 2 parts blue, and then you add your white. And by parts, I mean like just scooping your brush in the paint. And Darlene is here. Hello, hello. The purple was equal blue, equal red. Add your white. Hey, hey, Lori and Delaney. Delaney, I missed Delaney. Oh, the purple, Candy. Okay, so I missed Delaney. The purple is blue and red, same amount. Add your white. Okay? Cynthia's watching tonight. Hello, 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 Cynthia. How you doing, sweetheart? So that is the combination for that. Okay, so I made my purple. And you guys know the, some of you already know the hack for the wings. Instead of drawing, Susie's here, Robin is here. Hello, 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 guys. You guys know my, I've showed this hack before. I'll show it again. Okay, so I'm going to take Tiny. He's my small round brush. And I've got, thank you so much, Jincy. I got my purple. And I've got my yellow. Hello. Not yellow, white. I've got my white. Okay, so I'm going to grab my white. And I'm going to grab that purple. And I'm going to get them both on the brush at once. And then we're going to do the hack. You guys ready for the hack? So you're not painting every single individual feather. You just take these colors on your brush. And you pull in like this, and since they're separated on your brush, they're going to be separated on your wing. Okay, and like I said, you can do a little press. You can do a little press with your round brush to get that rounded edge. And and you get all the separation of your wings, and you don't even have to work for it. All right, purple and white. I didn't smush it. I didn't blend it. I just scooped it with my brush. Gonna come in. I'm gonna do a little press to get that rounded edge. And I'm just gonna swipe inwards, and then you wanna leave it alone, because if you keep going over it, you're gonna lose the separations of your color. Again, big old mess on my brush. And I'm just going to pull, turning my brush all different directions. And you just pull in, and you try to leave it alone. I mean, you can go back in and add some darker areas, add some lighter areas if you wound up with a darky glob area. So, see how this is kind of dark right up in there? I just grabbed some white on my dirty brush, and I'm going to just add some swipes of the lighter area. And light touch, not doing any work, and leave it alone. Now you leave it alone. Stop playing with it. Serious. Stop playing with it. You just got scolded by Eve. Leave it alone. Once it dries, you can tweak it. Okay, let it dry. Alright, big old mess on my brush. Yeah, hummingbirds are quick little suckers, aren't they? Alright, big old glob on my brush. I'm going to do the back wing. Oh, I'm going to let that dry because I just put my hand in it. I'm going to do the back wing over here. Should have started with the back wing. Bonnie, why didn't you tell me to start with the back wing? And I'm going to do my swipes. Can I get the camera any closer? No, I cannot. Alright, there. Oh, there's a little closer. Okay, so I'm going to do my swipes. See, I'm getting that rounded edge. Big old mess on my brush. Don't care. Okay, scooping white and purple together. And just pulling. I'm just pulling in like this. Nice light swipes. And then I'm going to wipe my brush off. I'm going to grab some white paint, and I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to swipe some white through some of this, just to add some brighter areas, right? Nice dirty old brush, so I get all the different things going on, and that's it, okay? Leave it alone, all right? Now, I'm going to come in with just my purple. Just purple now, so I wipe my brush off, and I'm going to come in with just purple. And I'm going to come in here on this part of the wing, and I'm going to put in just the dark purple, because this is going to be really dark back here. So just the dark purple in there. And then I'm going to take Mini-Me, swirl tap dab my Mini-Me, get them nice and cleaned off, and I'm going to zigzag them. Don't touch this part, okay? So that's how we're going to do that. Alright, so I'm going to do that process for all of my wings as you guys play along. Big old globs of paint on my brush. Light touch. And give a little press to get the rounded edge. And just swiping inwards. Swipe, swipes. We're swooshing. It's not really a whoosh though. What do I say? What do I say when we do something? Swoosh? No. Whoosh? I forget what I say. Oh, thank you so much for the stars, honey. No touchy, that's right, no touchy. No touchy, leave it alone. Whoosh. I say whoosh. Yeah, I do not paint in watercolor. It's backwards thinking for me. So, I can't really wrap my head around it because you actually have to keep the, just purple now. Fill in the dark area with just the purple. Okay, I have to make more purple. So you fill in your dark area right here. And taking Mini-Me, and I'm just going to zigzag zoom, light, 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 light touch between the two areas. Okay, and I have to make more purple. So, red, blue, some white, mix it all together, turn yourself around, and that's what it's all about. Got my darker purple on here, and I'm going to do a little back and forth motion on here, a little back and forth motion on here. I mean, of just the purple. Okay, and I'm going to wipe off my brush. Wiping off my brush and zigzag zoom between the two. Zigzag zoom between the two. Okay, just like that. Purple looks gray to you. My purple looks gray. Could be the video. Your purple looks gray. If your purple looks gray, add more red. If your purple looks gray, add more red. And you might have had black on your canvas somewhere that was hiding. Okay, so this wing right here, I'm just going to use Mini-Me to speed up the process here. So I'm going to use my Mini-Me that's not fluffy, has the nice flat edge on it. Has the nice flat edge on it, and I'm going to grab my white and my purple without over mixing it on my brush. Exactly, Kristen, and I can't wrap my head around that kind of stuff, and I'm just going to pull inward. So we're doing the tail feathers now, and I'm just using Mini-Me to speed the process up because this has a nice flat edge. Kerplunking in purple and white. Letting the brush do the magic with the separation of the colors. Just like that, flicking inwards into the green. Okay, and now I'm going to grab just white. I'm going to grab just white, and I'm going to flick in from the tail feather. I didn't clean my brush off, and I grabbed just white, and I'm doing a light, light touch. See, just white, and I'm going to flick in from the ends in because I want the tail feathers to really pop. Okay, so, and now I have to leave it alone. Alright, and for the sake of time, I'm going to do the same process on here. So I'm going to wipe my brush off. I'm going to grab some purple. Notice I'm not cleaning my brush in any way, shape, or form. Good night, Carolyn. I'm just wiping it off. So I am grabbing my purple and my white. And I'm going to come in and do this feather. And I'm just flicking. Now that I'm using Mini-Me, which is a small shader brush, I'm just flicking. So with the round brush, you could just flick two. It's all up to you. I just switched to this brush for the sake of time, because I don't think you guys, I already showed you how to do it. I don't think you want to sit there and watch me paint every little round brush stripe that's in here. And I don't want to paint every little round brush stripe that's in here. So, that being said, we switch to Mini-Me. And if you notice switching to the bigger brush, I'm not getting the separation like I do with this one. This wing's bothering me. This has to like come there. Alright, that's better. That's better. And I have to add some white to that. Shoop, 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 shoop. So using see, you can see the difference between the bigger brush and the smaller brush. Okay, so the smaller brush, you're going to get those details. And the bigger brush, it's going to be bigger. So that's how you do that, all right? And I need to do the tail feathers over here. So I'm just going to fluff outwards. So you can tell the difference, you know, if you get impatient like me, and you want to switch to a bigger brush, can you? Absolutely, 6,000%. Are you going to get the same detail that you got when you used the little brush? No, you're not. So it is completely up to you. You know, what brush you use and, you know, what you're going for. But I'm telling you right now, 6,000%, the bigger the brush, the less the detail you're going to get. So now I'm just taking Mini-Me. I got white paint on him, and I'm just flicking upwards. Because I want the tail feathers to pop. So he's not clean. I'm just grabbing white paint. And I'm flicking upwards. So I'm pressing here and then doing a flick. Okay? And now I'm going to wipe my brush off. And I'm going to do a little back and forth. Just to get it a little more feathery. Just like that. Okay? And the tail feathers on the birds are my favorite part. I'm not going to lie. They are my favorite part to do. I love doing them. And I have to put some of his body back in because I overshot the feather. Just like that. And I'm going to do some of the green again in here. I'm going to pull that into the purple. So I just grab my green colors, my turquoise and my blue. So I can pull that into the purple. You're loving your pterodactyl. Oh my God, that was... Oh, I needed that. That was amazing. How long do my brushes last for? Big boy, the 1-inch flat. I'm going on, I don't know, 7 years. Mini-Me and Tiny, I kind of beat mine up really bad. Like I did admit before about not cleaning them. So, they don't last as long. I'll probably get about, since I do beat it up really bad, for the brush to keep its shape, I probably get about 3 months. But you can still use the brush if it's out of shape. That's okay. You got a deformed bat, a pterodactyl. Oh my God, you guys are killing me. You're so hard on yourselves. All right, I got to do the speech. Hold on. Yeah, and you got to clean them right. You got to clean them right. You got to clean them after you use them. If you're not going to clean them, you got to put Morphe's oil soap in the water. The last video on techniques or something, I showed you how I clean my brushes. And these are the brushes that I sell in my brush sets. The only thing that happens to Big Boy is his head falls off. So you got to glue it back on. I want to show you the eyeballs. And I want to do my speech. Guys, listen to me. You gotta, when you're painting, every once in a while, just put the brush down and close your eyes. Take a woosah moment and remind yourself of how long you've actually been painting for. 6 months, a year, 3 weeks. How many paintings have you actually done? 5, 10, 20, right? Just remind yourself of that. and then you open your eyes and look at what you've actually been able to create. Okay? Because you're all doing amazing work for where you're at right now. And sometimes you got to remind yourself, you know, you are who you are at the moment, and you're doing things to improve. And I've been painting for 30 years, and I'm still learning. So none of you have been painting for 30 years. So I make it look so easy. Well, it is easy, but then you have to practice, okay? Then you have to practice. So the concepts are easy, and I can show you how to do it, but the more time you have a brush in your hand, the quicker you're going to get. Okay, so I am going to grab Nifty. Bonnie's telling me something. You sold 3 paintings. Thanks. Oh, Bonnie, let me get some of your mojo. I need to sell paintings. I need some of your mojo, Bonnie. I need to sell a painting or two. Okay, so the eyeball. See that? Okay, so I'm going to do a black circle. Make sure your paint is nice and loose and thin. I'm grabbing Mr. Nifty. And we're going to come in here, and I'm going to do a parentheses that way and a parentheses this way, and fill it in. Okay, let that dry a minute. I'm going to do the same thing on the other one. All right, parentheses this way, parentheses that way. Okay, and the bottom and top of your circle should disappear into the eyelid. It should disappear into the eyelid. See how it's the top and the bottom are flattened out into the sides of the eye. It's not perfectly round. You just see the roundness on the sides. If you do a complete circle where you just have a point on top and bottom, and you see the circle sides around the whole entire eye, you're going to get that startled look again. Yeah, so I have a whole room full of paintings. Guys, if you ever, honestly, insert commercial here, if you want to purchase one of my originals, just message me. My website is currently under construction. I will be sharing it. I'm trying to turn my website into click to buy. Right now, my website just shows you paintings that I have, but you have to like get in touch with me to purchase them. I am working on getting that into click to buy. And you could always cover over an old painting if you want to. Okay, white paint, Mr. Nifty, dot, and a little whatever you call that. Okay. And that's it. That is the eyeballs. Okay, so dot. This one's still a little wet. I need a little more white paint. Okay, so dot and a swoop. Okay, a dot and a swoop. See, that's it. Dot and a swoop. That's all you need to do. Okay, so from here on out, basically what you guys will be doing is just you're just going to be tweaking what you what we already painted. My website is www.evesartistry.com. So you can check it out, 6,000%. Check it out. If you'd like to check it out, if you see anything on there that you would like, just message me. If you any of my originals that I make for these parties, they're all for sale. Just message me. If I'm ever painting something and you like it, do like Tina B. And yeah, I did show all my stuff last week, right? I have a room full. Okay, so here on out, you're just tweaking. Okay, because everything is dry now. You left it alone. And you can just take your tiny brush now, and where you want to add or, you know, put your brighter areas in, your darker areas in, like I said, the more layers, the better it becomes. So I'm going to grab some white with a little bit of purple, and now you can get a little more exact on what you're doing. So I'm going to grab some white with a little more purple. I'm going to dab it because I want it to be lighter. I'm going to play to make sure I get that lighter color. So this is the point where you get a little more exact in what you're painting and where. So right here, I will do some swipes with the lighter color to get this and to pop more, right? But instead of painting your whole entire thing, I'm going to get those little round pieces back in by doing a little press. Okay, so this is where you start putting, and if you use the bigger brush, right, just to get the color on there like I did, now you can go in and add some of these pieces in there, and it's going to look like you took all this time to paint this and you really didn't. Okay, so I'm going to grab some darker purple, and I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to add some darker purple stripes. So I'm using tiny, and now I'm just schmoozing. I'm just schmoozing and fixing things up and putting another little bright little pop of white somewhere that, you know, I think I need it. And I'm putting you know, maybe some darker areas if something's looking a little too white and smushy. So I'm grabbing the darker purple, and that, so now you can just go back in and do another layer on your feathers, and you can make things a little more pronounced, but you don't have to work. What I'm saying is you don't have to do this from the beginning. You can just get the paint on there with our little hack, our little, you know, and then you go back in and you can schmooze. Okay? So you're not painting all these bird feathers in like all night long. Alright, right here I want to separate this from this. It's kind of blending together. So I'm going to take a little bit of white, lighter purple, and I'm just going to go along that wing right there. And then I'm going to do some dashing like this, just to make this wing a little brighter. And I'm going to grab some of my purple, and I'm going to come in and get that to all blend together. And now this wing is coming out in front of the other one. So as you're finishing up your pterodactyls and your anteaters and your bats and all of your stuff, defining, yes, Becky, very good. And brush sets I sell, 25 plus shipping and handling. It's the same brushes I've used for every single video I've ever had. Any of you that are new that are on here, I always use the same paint, same colors, every single party since I've started. Black, white, yellow, red, blue. And the brushes are always the same. It's just a matter of... you know, sometimes on the how-to, I'll grab a different brush just because somebody wants to see it. But always the same. 1 inch flat, big boy, a mini shader, mini me, tiny is a small round, and 3 fluffy brushes, small, medium, large. They're just a very stiff bristled brush that's a little beat up, and it does this fluffy stuff. So all of those, and then Mr. Nifty, like I said, I send out for free. Anybody who sends me support, make sure you give me your address. If you want a brush set, message me, because I don't want any addresses posted public, okay? Make sure you message me. And the button's right on top of my site. Alright, guys? And Oh my God, this is so much fun. So you guys really geeked for Friday? So stoked, right? So we're going to do these amazing birds. And we're going to do our hibiscus. And I did post how to paint flowers on the event page if you want to brush up on your flowers a little bit. And you guys will be all set now. So, you know, you might wound up with some anteaters tonight or pterodactyls. I love you guys. But Friday, you're going to paint it again, and it's going to be even better because you practiced. So, 6,000%, you guys got this. Tina M, there you are. I was wondering where you've been. Hi, Lovey. We're just finishing up, so I'm so happy you're here, though. So, thank you so much. Thank you guys for all the stars. Like I said, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. I will post those links. Do not, beware of the scammers. Do not log into anything. Do not sign up for anything. Do not share your credit card information for anything. These 3 links is the only links I use. And when you go on the links, you're going to see Eve's whatever, Eve's something. And you might see my real name, which is Kristen. Kristen's actually my first name. I go by Eve, which is my middle name for my art. So I am sharing with you right now the Venmos, the PayPals, and the Cash Apps. Only these links, guys. That's it. Please, please, please beware of the spam and the scam and all of that stuff, because I've been hacked a few times in my life, and being hacked really stinks. It really, it's the big one. So just be careful. If you're not sure about something, message me. So Facebook Messenger is the best way to get in touch with me. My schedule is a bit different. I'm a night owl. So if you message me during the day and I don't answer you right away, it's probably because I'm not awake. As soon as I see it, though, I will answer you. Okay, guys? So that is the best way to get in touch with me. If you're ever painting and you have any questions, if you're ever watching one of my videos and you have any questions, if you want to just say hi, you can do that too. 6,000%. I hope you all learned something tonight. And I learned something tonight. So we're all learning all the time. That's just the way it is. So thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I appreciate you all 6,000%. And with that, I'm going to say goodnight. So, y'all warm my heart, have fun, and go create. Okay? Good night, everybody. Good night.